When learning any computer program, it helps to know the parts of the interface, especially so you can identify them when searching help or the web to find how to do something. So here we go. On the left side of your screen, you have your tools, also called the Tools panel or may be called the toolbar. I'm currently on the lasso tool, but you may be on the rectangular marquee tool, and I switch to that tool with just one click. I often stay on the Move tool, the top tool in the toolbar. It's my primary kind of in-between tool when I'm not ready to do anything to the image yet, and I want to make sure I don't accidentally mark the image or select something. Across the top of your screen, in almost every computer program, you have a menu bar. And on the Mac, your menus start with the Apple menu. But if you're on Windows, it will start with the File menu. Your Apple menu is comparable to your Start menu on Windows. From File, Edit, Image, down to Help, Photoshop should be identical between Mac and Windows. Below your menu bar is the Options bar. And if you were watching carefully, you may have noticed that when I switched to the rectangular marquee tool, I got different options. If I switch to the lasso tool, I get options specifically for that tool. So this is context sensitive. Every tool you choose will show you different options that pertain to that particular tool. I'm going to click once back on the Move tool to stay on a safe tool. To the right side of your screen, you'll see what are called panels. And these are expanded panels, the Color panel, the Adjustments panel, and the Layers panel. If your panels are different, you may be in a different workspace. Photoshop can save frequently used panel arrangements under Window, Workspace, and I can select Essentials, which is the default. If it's changed and you aren't seeing what I'm seeing, I can select Reset Essentials, again from the Window menu, Workspace, and over and down to Reset Essentials. But mine was intact. I start with the factory settings when we begin our lessons. Panels work like drawers, or that's what I like to call them. There are two columns of panels here. To the left of the Color panel, I have my History panel. And one click of your mouse opens History. Clicking again on the same icon or in the same spot closes it. Click once to open the drawer, click again to close the drawer. And treating my panels like drawers, I like to always leave them in the same spot. In my Adobe applications, I like my panels in a certain spot, so I don't have to think about where they are. Color is always in upper right. Layers is always in bottom right. The last note about panels is on my Tools panel, I have teeny tiny little arrows. And if I click those arrows once, I can go to a double column toolbar, which on this screen is helpful because if you notice, there's an icon here for Change Screen Mode to the right of Edit and Quick Mask Mode. If I travel back up and click those teeny tiny arrows again, I could see Edit and Quick Mask Mode, but Change Screen Mode is a little bit chopped off. I don't need to worry about that because I'd rather use a shortcut than click an icon. However, if you're on a screen that has a lower resolution than mine, you may want to click the collapse or expand arrows, the teeny tiny arrows, to see the double column toolbar so that no tools or options on your toolbar are cut off. I'm going to go back to the single vertical row because I get more space left to right. So to review the parts of your screen to get you warm and fuzzy in Photoshop, menu bar, toolbar, or technically called the Tools panel now, Options bar, which shows specific options for the active tool, and panels on the right, Color panel, Adjustments panel, Layers panel. And the image you're working on, this lovely shot I took in New Orleans, or New Orleans if you're not from there, is in the middle of my window. So I hope this got you a little bit comfortable with the parts of the interface before you jump in to editing images. Take some time and see if you can identify or rewind and identify all the parts of your screen.